My name Tyrone, and I've been a slave my entire life. I work day and night, and my master is really harsh. The only time I get me time is when I go to sleep and eat.
Hey, did I hear something? Get back to work.
A day later, I was chopping up the crops while my master was asleep. Two young men came to free my fellow slave and I.
Hey, slave. Come on, let's go. I'm in the Freedmen's Bureau. I'm gonna lead you to freedom. Go, come on, this way.
When I was running, I finally knew I would have freedom and that the society was coming to a success. We managed to sneak back and grab my belongings, and we hid in the shadow of night. The next day, we started running to freedom. During my days of freedom, I was able to meet a kind man, and he educated me. Many months later, blacks such as I were able to vote. Successfully, the northern and the southern states came together, and I was able to make a friend from the north. A very nice man offered me 40 acres of land so I could start my living. But consequences come, and our black rights were not kept promised. One day I decided to walk into a bar, and there was very little change.
I'm sorry, sir. No colored people allowed in this bar. You're gonna have to leave.
What do you mean no colored people, man?
I got this, boss.
At this moment, I knew the government was coming to a failure. We got a new President Johnson, but he failed to stick with Lincoln's plans. Unfortunately, many people agreed with his plan. One day, while I was putting down a chair and taking a break, a man rudely interrupted me and was claiming that it was his land.
Hey, get off my land. Why are you even here?
What do you mean, man? This is my land.
Actually, this is my land. And according to President Johnson, you got kicked out a long time ago.
Eventually, I was kicked out of my own land. Also, the slave owners failed to free their slaves.
Sir, your slave should be freed by now.
No, I'm not freeing my slaves.
But thankfully, I got a job in the government. Unfortunately, I was punched in the face at work and was reminded of who I was, a black man. Thankfully, they started hospitals for black people.